Correct. So, welcome everyone to Oscar K Group's webinar. My name is Hilda. I am an accredited practicing dietitian at Oscar Care Group. And today I will be talking to you about weight loss injections. So, as we all know, obesity is a chronic disease and a global health challenge and concern. It can lead to many conditions such as insulin resistance, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, fatty liver, and many, many more. It can also lead to reduced life expectancy. Lifestyle changes through a healthy diet, exercise represent the foundation of weight management. However, losing weight organically is challenging. So for overweight people and obese people with a BMI above 30 and above 27 with coexisting conditions, some research suggests the use of drugs or medication. One of the latest trends in the market is self-injectable medication to stimulate weight loss. While they may sound appealing, do weight loss injections really work? And should we be using them? So let's begin and talk all about it. So what are these weight loss injections? They are types of drug, basically. They are becoming more and more popular around the world of weight loss. They are jabs injected in the stomach, and they mimic the effect of a hormone called glucagon-like peptide, or GLP-1, which is naturally released in the gut. They are originally designed to lower blood sugar levels, and these injections can also slow the digestion, regulate the hunger level, and reduce the amount of energy or calories that we consume. Currently, there are three approved weight loss injections: semaglutide, Wegovy or Ozempic; tirzepatide, Zepbound or Mounjaro when used for diabetes; liraglutide, Saxenda or Victoza. And in Australia, Mounjaro, Wegovy, and Saxenda are approved for weight loss. Hundreds of thousands of people worldwide are taking weight loss injections to manage obesity. So, as they grow in popularity, it's important to understand the potential side effects. Are these weight loss effective? Are they safe to use? So, here is what you need to consider if you or your loved one are thinking of taking these drugs. First, we'll start with the pros, the positives. So weight loss injections can help you achieve 15 to 20% weight loss in a year to a year and a half. They can lower your blood cholesterol, blood pressure, and blood glucose levels, which all reduce the risk of chronic diseases, heart attacks, and strokes. People taking weight loss injections were 24% less likely to have liver failure, 22% less likely to have respiratory failure, and 12% less likely to have Alzheimer's disease. These injections can also lower the risk of some mental health issues, such as substance use disorder, suicidal ideation, and schizophrenia. As well as weight loss, these drugs have proven that they reduce inflammation in the body, which can also lower the risk of several diseases. So, what about the cons or the side effects? As we all know, injections are expensive and they are difficult to access due to shortage. Rapid weight rebound is a major issue and is often experienced. As soon as you stop these injections, you may experience a rapid weight regain. So you need to take them forever to maintain weight loss, to improve heart health, and to manage diabetes. Gastrointestinal symptoms are often experienced, including nausea and vomiting. They are the most experienced symptoms, followed by diarrhea, fatigue, and constipation. These symptoms can be severe in some cases and might lead to stopping the medication. People taking these injections have had a higher risk of 19 side effects or diseases compared to those receiving the usual medication. This includes a 30% high risk of nausea and vomiting, 11% high risk of arthritis, and 6% high risk of low blood pressure. They were nearly 2.5 times more likely to develop drug-induced acute pancreatitis, which is a serious inflammation in an organ called pancreas. And this leads to nausea, vomiting, and the inability to eat or drink. What about psychiatric events? So in a 2024 European study, there has been in the European study that analyzed psychiatric events associated with weight loss injections. It showed that between Jan 2021 and May 2023, the drug database recorded 481 psychiatric events associated with the drugs. About half of these events were reported as depression, followed by anxiety and suicidal ideation. 9 deaths and 11 life threatening outcomes were reported during this period of time. How about the effect on the eyes? You may have heard some news about the effect of semaglutide on the eye health. So, semaglutide or Ozempic prompts the body to create more insulin, which reduces blood sugar. When the body experiencing a change in the sugar level, it can affect the shape of the eye's lens. This change is what causes blurry vision, a side effect of Ozempic or semaglutide. The good news is that this change is temporary and may subside in 3 to 4 months. So, in the next few slides, we will tackle some media headlines. The first one is from the Australian. It says that weight loss drugs could cut the risk of dementia, research suggests. According to recent study, semaglutide improves type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart health and depression, which are all considered side effects of dementia. Not side effects, which are all considered risk factors for dementia. So this can result in delay or prevention of dementia. Second headline, why losing pounds may not lead to better health. Rapid weight loss achieved with weight loss injection, while it can be successful in the short term, is challenging to sustain and can lead to secondary side effects such as irritability, fatigue, and anger. Weight loss journey can trigger stress and anxiety, which potentially lead to negative impact on mental and emotional well-being. Also, when someone loses weight too quickly, there is fat and there is muscle loss. Muscles burn energy. So when you stop dieting and go back to your usual eating habits, your body will burn less energy than usual because the amount of muscles is lower. And this will lead to reduced metabolic rate, which is how much our body burns energy at rest, and leads to plateau and struggle to lose weight. Finally, weight loss poses a risk on bone health. So focusing on healthy eating, regular exercise, and stress management can lead to better health outcomes. Third headline we'll be talking about is concerns over Ozempic misuse and eating disorder risk. A prompt calls for increased screening. Eating disorders are serious, complex, and life-threatening. The rates of disordered eating are notably higher among people seeking weight loss treatments. People at a higher weight are usually at higher risk of disordered eating, especially severe restriction, binge eating, and self-induced vomiting. So when Ozempic injections are ceased, weight is often regained. This may cause feelings of pressure to maintain the weight loss, leading to people to engage in unsafe disordered eating to control their weight, such as severe restriction, for example. And the focus on weight loss and reduced desire to eat can also lead to eating disordered symptoms. Increased satiety and decreased hunger associated with Ozempic can lead to dietary restrictions, increasing the risk of developing an eating disorder, particularly binge eating. Interruption to hunger and fullness signals may also make regular eating difficult. And in some cases, people engaging in disordered eating behavior may misuse weight loss injections in an attempt to control their weight and compensate their food intake. This can lead to dangerous health consequences. So it's essential that people who are experiencing an eating disorder and are using weight loss injections to be monitored by a medical practitioner. The fourth and last headline, media headline that we will be talking about is from the New York Times, and it says the race to stop Ozempic muscle loss. So, a recent study showed that taking Ozempic or any other form of semaglutide, um, there is a loss of 60% fat and around 40% of muscle mass. So, as we mentioned before, losing muscles slows down your metabolic rate, which is the rate your body burns energy while at rest. This is one of the reasons why people experience plateau during weight loss. It's important to mention the importance of muscles in the body because muscles are vital for mobility, and strength. Rapid weight loss can increase the risk of falls or injury, especially in older adults. And the loss of muscles may also have an impact on bone health, especially in older adults who are at high risk of increased risk of decreased bone density or osteoporosis. So, how to maintain muscle mass while taking these weight loss injections? So, first, you need to prioritize proteins. As weight loss injections suppress appetite, it's important to prioritize proteins as the main nutrition for the muscles. We need to include protein rich food in the meals and the snack times. Protein sources include meat, chicken, fish, eggs, legumes, beans, milk, and dairy products. Exercise regularly, very important. Exercising for at least 30 minutes a day, 3 to 4 times a week, can help maintain both muscles and bones. Include weight bearing exercise and resistance training to your exercise routine. This can increase weight loss and help build more muscles and strengthen your bones. Stay hydrated. Water intake is very important, and proper hydration impacts the muscle function as well as the recovery after exercise. Muscle is made from 76% of water, so muscle loss can contribute to dehydration, fatigue, and muscle cramps. And lastly, we need to focus on slow and steady weight loss. While most people want to lose weight very quickly, it's better for you, your muscles and your bones to lose small amounts of weight over a large period of time. So after hearing all about the pros and the cons of weight loss injections, be assured that this is not your only option. Fad diets and magic weight loss potions may help you to lose weight while you are following them. However, if the strategies you are putting in place are not practical to be followed on the long term, chances are you will regain any weight that you have lost. So let's take a look at the healthy approach to weight loss. And remember, there is no one size fits all approach when trying to lose weight. So, how to start losing weight? First, changing the way you eat, increasing your physical activity is the best way to lose and maintain weight loss. Probably easier said than done, yes. So, I'm here to help you with some ideas that you can implement. We'll start with the first idea, which is to avoid any unplanned eating and stick to regular meals and snacks. So take some time to reflect on your eating pattern and practice mindful eating. This means thinking about what you eat, when you eat, and why do you eat. To understand your current eating habits and exercise habits, it's best to keep a food diary. You may find it helpful to keep the food diary for a week to see if you can identify any patterns or themes in your eating habits. So write down everything that you eat and drink, how you feel when you're eating and drinking, and your hunger level at that time. This will help you to recognize any habits that lead to weight gain. Some of the food related habits that can lead to weight gain include night eating or snacking during the night, social eating, eating when in group of friends or family, emotional eating, which is eating in response to your emotions, whether you are bored, tired, anxious, happy, sad, stressed, and finally, distracted eating, which is eating when doing something else, such as watching TV, working at your desk, or being on social media. So once you have recognized the habits that can lead to weight gain, it's important to address these habits in a healthier way. For example, you can try reading a book, listening to music, speaking to a friend, or going for a walk instead of snacking when you are feeling bored or you are feeling down. If you eat in front of the TV or at your desk, eat mindfully. So focus on the food that you're eating. What are the colors? What are the flavors, the smells, and the textures? You are more likely to enjoy and feel the urge to stop eating, to enjoy the food and feel the urge to stop eating when you are full. Making small, achievable changes to your lifestyle, to your eating is very important. Losing and maintaining weight is a lifestyle commitment, is a lifetime commitment, and changing everything at once is not recommended. So, a few small tweaks to your diet and lifestyle is the beginning, and it makes a big difference. So, once you understand your current habits, try to make your goals smart. S stands for specific. So, write down exactly what you are trying to achieve. For example, rather than I want to do more exercise, make it specific. I would ride on my bike to work on Monday and Wednesday. M stands for measurable. Use numbers or amounts where possible. For example, I will eat 2 pieces of fruits a day, and that would set a limit for you. A stands for achievable. So there is no point writing down or committing to a goal if you will never reach it. For example, if you know that you are unlikely to stop drinking on the weekends, a better goal might be instead of having a glass of wine each day on weekdays, I will try to drink a glass of water. And R stands for realistic. So your goals need to be achievable and meaningful for you. For example, when I feel stressed, instead of snacking, I will stop and ask myself why I feel this way. I will focus on this thought for 10 minutes and try to establish whether I'm hungry before I eat anything. And the last one is T, which is time bound. Set a time frame for your goal to track progress. For example, I will walk to work twice a week by the end of May. You may like to set yourself one or two goals to work on at a time. Remember to be kind to yourself. If things do not go according to the plan, keep trying. You may need to adjust your goals or the times that it will take to achieve them. Now, let's take a look at simple ways to change your diet. One, try to eat a wide variety of foods from the 5 food groups. The 5 food groups are fruits, vegetables, grains, lean meat, milk, and dairy products. This will ensure that you are meeting all your nutritional requirements. Two, choose whole grain products such as whole grain bread, biscuits, cereal, and flour. These are high in fiber and give you more fullness. Avoid processed food like sweetened drinks, crisp, packaged cake and biscuits, ice cream, sweets, chocolate, ready meals, packaged meat pastries such as pies and pasties. All these options are high in fat, they're high in sugar. 4. Increase your fruit and vegetable intake, particularly vegetables. Most of vegetables are very low in calories and very high in fiber, which help you to stay full for longer time. Fiber also acts as a prebiotic, which feeds the good bacteria in the gut, and it also helps to reduce your cholesterol level and your sugar level. 5. Be mindful about the portion of food and drinks that you are consuming. The bigger the serve, the more energy it contains. So always avoid overfilling your plate. 6. Limit your intake of food that are high in saturated fat and sugar. 7. Make soft drinks, lollies, snack food, and alcohol an occasional extra. 8. Have a regular pattern of eating and stick to it. For example, if we choose to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, we We try to have that every single day. And nine, replace sugary drinks with water. Water is the best drink that we can have, and it's 0 calories and energy. All right, now let's have a look at some simple ways to be more active. As we all know, moderate physical activity can speed the metabolic rate and promote weight loss. So look for little ways to be more active, and so you can start to increase the amount of energy that you burn. Keep things very simple. Go for a walk, do some gardening, mow the lawn, take the stairs instead of the lift. Maybe you can walk the dog, walk or cycle rather than driving, park away or take the public transport instead of driving a car. When shopping, try parking further away from the shop. And while at work, maybe you can speak to your colleagues instead of sending them some emails. And if you spend most of the day sitting at work, maybe you can try getting a stand-up desk and hold stand-up meetings. And finally, play a sport, something that you enjoy. This gives you a greater chance of sticking to the activity that you are doing. And motivation is very important. So, how do we stay motivated on a weight loss plan? First, be realistic and try to focus on small gains that keep you on track. Don't rely on the numbers on the scale. Instead, maybe try to measure your waist circumference. A healthy waist circumference is less than 94 centimeters for men and less than 80 centimeters for women. Notice how your clothes are fitting, and maybe they feel loose, or now you can fit into something that was hiding at the back of your wardrobe. Become confident in an activity that you have been avoiding, such as keeping up with the kids, for example, without getting out of breath. Maybe you have more energy, things are taking less effort, or you are sleeping better. They are all gains and they do count. It's important to take a holistic approach to health and prioritize eating, moving more, and getting enough sleep. So remember that weight is only one aspect of your health and well being. If you are thinking of taking the weight loss injections, consider the following. First, speaking to your doctor for expert advice on whether they are the right choice for you. Discuss the risks and benefits because before starting the treatments. Second, consult a dietitian. Consulting a dietitian before starting weight loss injections is highly recommended, if not essential, for a safe and effective weight loss journey. A dietitian can help you with personalized nutrition plan. Dietitian can also help you to monitor side effects and ensure that you are getting adequate nutrients, especially when the medication can affect the appetite and impact the digestion. So if you and or your family or a friend have been struggling with weight management, seek help from a dietitian. Within our clinic, our dietitians are happy to help you with one-on-one support with your weight management goals or to help you with any other reason, such as gut health issues, high cholesterol, heart problems, food allergies, intolerance, and many, many others. If you are unsure about what to expect from a dietetic appointment, we have a handy article on our website, Why See a Dietitian. Remember that our team is here to help everyone for all ages and can even conduct a telehealth appointment if you are unable to come to the clinic. So thank you everyone who attended. If you would like to revisit any information from today's presentation, the recording will be available on our website in the upcoming weeks. Check your emails as you will be notified when it's available. To make an appointment with myself or one of our dietitians, you are welcome to call or book online. Remember, you are not alone in your weight loss journey, and we are here to help you make informed decisions about your health. So thank you again and have a wonderful day.